Well, good morning, folks. Yep, it's morning of day 6. Not a nice day today. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been out and about for a couple hours and still don't feel like I've woken up. Had a good night. Problem is, last night as the sun was setting, you could see the fog rolling in. Now, this morning, it's just a heavy haze. You look up in the higher country, you can see the hills and all the haze in the hills. And it's just a flat gray sky, no sunshine. No sun waking me up this morning. I'm hoping as the day goes on that this haze will burn off. But right now it's very chilly again. It's only about 55 degrees. And everything feels damp. Very humid. With this haze, yeah, the air is just full of moisture. And every once in a while you feel that mist. And occasionally, pitter-patter of some rain. Plus all the trees, there's a good breeze, whenever that breeze blows, all this moisture is collecting on the trees. So every time the wind blows, it's just like all of a sudden you get a shower. So, an icky day. Kinda icky day. I'm hoping that the day improves. Now the weather forecast did not forecast this kind of weather. They said there was a chance of rain today, but they didn't say anything about the fog. They didn't say anything about the temperatures being this low. Yesterday, the high for the day was 65. 65 degrees was the warmest it got yesterday, and it never felt like 65. And to think when I first got out here, I couldn't stand the heat. It was terrible hot the first several days. Then yesterday, well, night before last, is when it cooled off and it stayed cool. And rain all day yesterday. Rain. It stopped raining long enough for me to get to eat my dinner out here at the picnic table partially. I got a few bites down and I had to scramble for the screen house again because here came the rain. Now, I sure hope their forecast is right. They're saying tomorrow it's supposed to be in the upper 70s and no rain. I hope they're right. I hope they're right, because this is day number 6. I've got today and then 2 more full days. If I don't have good weather Thursday or Friday, I'm not going to be able to get back out on that kayak. I didn't bring my neoprene gear with so that I can throw my light wetsuit on and stay warm out there getting soaked. Because this weather is like spring weather, early spring weather. It's really unusual. It's not what I'm typically accustomed to. It's good for the forest, this weather. It's good for the berries. The berries will ripen real nicely with all this moisture, and then they get some sunshine and they'll ripen right up. But boy, for us warm-blooded characters, we want to stay under cover in this garbage. But here we are, day number 6. 5 nights. It's hard to believe that I've already spent 5 nights out here. I think what I'm going to do today is just a bunch of camp housekeeping. Clean up, go through stuff, take inventory, make sure I don't have any garbage still laying around somewhere. Don't want to attract any bears or anything. And so I'll just do camp housekeeping, and another day of taking it slow and easy. What else can you do, right? Heck, I didn't even bring a heavy jacket. I've got a couple of light jackets. I got a rain jacket, and then I've got a windbreaker. But I didn't bring any heavy jackets. Crying out loud. This cold in July? Never. I mean, it's cold. I mean, my hands get cold easy. It's cold. Getting a fire going and keeping it going, that's a chore in itself. So I'm pretty much so running a cold camp, just using the Coleman stove, keeping my coffee hot. That's one thing that comes in handy, is that Coleman stove. I get me a pot of coffee made. All I gotta do is fire that stove up for a couple of minutes. It heats it right up, gets it nice and hot. I got myself a hot cup of coffee. Usually I can get 2 hot cups of coffee out of that pot without having to reheat it. Yesterday, I think I went through 3 pots of coffee. That's how cold and miserable it was. So with that, oh, you got an ATV or a truck or something going by. No, I think it was a truck. They're out here running bear right now. And I don't mean naked. They're running their dogs right now, chasing bears. That's why we don't have so much in the way of bear sign around camp, is because the bears are pretty nervous around people right now. They're not hunting the bears, they're just chasing them. They're warming their dogs up, getting them ready for bear season, for hunting. They're allowed to do that during the year. It's certain, I don't know the dates exactly anymore, but early in the year they let them run their dogs, just go out there and chase bear. And then this fall, of course, they'll have the bear hunt, and they'll be out there taking bears. So far, no bear dogs running through camp. Thank goodness. I can't stand that. To a point, you can control those dogs, and all the well-known dog hunters up here, the ones that run dogs, are very good about that. Their dogs are very well trained. They're all collared. Those hunters, you never see their dogs running through campgrounds or running across private property where they're not supposed to be. But then once in a while you get a new hunter that just doesn't have the experience, and his dogs are all over the place. So, well, that's enough on the dogs. Sty's gonna go sit in his camp chair for this cup of coffee. I was out walking around this morning, and then I'm gonna start cleaning camp, and we'll talk to you all later. Thanks for tagging along, folks. This is the start of day 6. I don't know what I'll have for a video later in the day, but we'll see. Until then, you all have a very nice day. Bye-bye.